try!
The Classic Wallabies have done their dash on field at the Hong Kong Tens, but their impact on some local clubs will be the tour's legacy.
We're getting out doing some coaching clinics, getting involved with some of the younger guys coming through, the kids playing the games here in the clubs in Hong Kong, lots of Aussie kids, children of expats, so it's great to cultivate the love of Australian rugby for those kids that are Australian but still a little bit distant from the way the game is run back in Australia. That's a really good snapshot of what the Classic Wallabies are trying to do.
The Classics are self-sustainable and will be looking to branch out in years to come.
We've had some great sponsors come on board. Amicor is based in both Australia and in Hong Kong. They're a worldwide company that have been a really good supporter of us. We're staying at the Kerry Hotel in Hong Kong, which is not even open yet. We're the first ever guest there, and little things like that. So even back home, the Phoenix Hotel in Blacktown, you know, groups like that are getting behind the Classic Wallabies. We were really cognizant of the fact we don't want this to be a drain on the ARU's resources. This is the Classic Wallabies, us ourselves, led by Stephen Hoyles, trying to get out in the community and really embrace our role as custodians of the game. So we want to take this not just in Hong Kong, not just in Sydney, but take it to regional centres and get back to cultivating the love that kids coming through have for this game of rugby.
The program brings former players back together, as well as mentoring players at the start of their careers.
Those are the things you do miss, the camaraderie in a change room, the defending your own line together. And you know, we've had young guys that are in Andy Friend's Australian Sevens set up and some club guys in Australian rugby who've got to mix in a change room with Wendell Saylor. And they get to see the Wendell that I know, the great loyal teammate, the great guy that brings energy to the change room, quality people like Stephen Hoyles and Sam Harris, and we had Steve Menzies come in. Those relationships, I think, for those young kids will stand the test of time as they go through their careers themselves, and hopefully one day they'll continue to do that in a mentor role for the younger guys coming through. We want this to be a circle that never ends, and as I mentioned before, just cultivate that love for the sport. It's such a great game. We've benefited so much from it ourselves individually. We just want to make sure that kids coming through have that same love for the game.